Hello, and welcome to a video, which will walk you through the process of taking credit and debit card renewals for the PU3A Activities Day. Firstly, we would like to thank you for volunteering to help us out on this task. If you watch this video, maybe a couple of times, you will see that the process is relatively easy. Once you've had a chance to see what's required, we will run an online video session with you and other volunteers to answer any questions you may have. Let's take a look at what you will need to bring with you on the day. You will need a laptop or another portable device that has Wi-Fi capability. If you haven't got a device, then please let Linda know as soon as possible, so we can try to source a loan device. Please remember to bring your charge leads, as it is a long day, and we wouldn't want you to go flat. You will also need your PU3A member number and your system login password. If you don't know it, then please let us know beforehand, and we can do a reset for you. You might like to bring a drink with you, although we will have tea and coffee available at the venue. Let's have a quick look at what we will provide for you on the day. Firstly, we will make a temporary change to your login authority just for that day, to allow you access to the payment system. We will also make you aware of the login details for the venue Wi-Fi. If you can manage to familiarize yourself on how you change your Wi-Fi login, it will help. But don't worry if you can't, we will assist you before the day starts. We will arrange the room to give you easy access to a mains outlet to plug into. You may hit other on-the-day problems, but don't worry, we have helpers there to overcome unexpected hiccups. Now for a quick look at what you will be doing for us. The only task is to take credit and debit card payments for fee renewals. This is to help out those members who either can't do online transactions, or maybe those that have access, but are a bit nervous about doing so, using our online system. It is quite likely that some members will be asking you to do other things, but let's clarify what you should advise them, should that happen. If they are people wishing to join the PU3A for the first time, then refer them to either Linda or Elaine. Or if you are really desperate, then Alan can also help out with this. Some may say they wish to pay using backs. In these cases, point them at Louis, who will deal with that type of renewal. Another possible request is that they wish to set up a direct debit. Unfortunately, by the time we are at Activities Day, it is too late for a direct debit to take their fee for the coming year. Tell them we can take a credit or debit card payment for this year, and we will assist them, today, in setting up a direct debit for next year, and the years following. Take their credit card payment, and then ask them to see Louis or Alan, who will help them set up the direct debit. There may be other problems we don't foresee. If they ask anything that is outside of your knowledge, then aim them at Linda, Elaine, Alan or Louis. So, on to how you process someone wishing to pay by credit or debit card. Each member you process has to pay their fee as a single transaction. The linked member facility in our system is only available if the member is logged into the system as themselves and paying their own fees. You cannot access the linked member facility for them. One major point to remember is that you will be dealing with members' financial detail, and as such, they will expect some level of privacy, so please ensure others in the room are not eavesdropping. Obviously, you should also treat their details as confidential. It is possible that you may need to log into the system more than once, as there is a timeout after a period of inactivity. So, now let's get into the nuts and bolts of how you process a payment. The first thing to do is, open your normal browser, such as Google or Edge, or whatever you normally use to view the internet. Then type in www.peterborough-u3a.org.uk. Then press your Enter key. You will be presented with a page similar to the one shown here. Click the Login button, on the horizontal toolbar. Two input fields are shown. In the first one, type your member number. In the second, type in your password. Then click the Login button. The horizontal toolbar will change, to show a new button marked Member View. Click that button. The toolbar will change again to present an input field. Ask the member for their name, or member number. Type that information into the input field. It is better if they have their member number, as we may have more than one member with the same name. If that is the case, then make sure you have the right member, by checking the address detail shown on their record. We will see that screen in a minute. As you type details into the field, a list of members appears, with anyone in the database that contains that detail. Once you see the person you require, you can click on it in the drop-down, to select them. In this demo, we are looking for Mary Berry. If you type in the member number, then only one person will be displayed. Click on that person to select them. When you click the person required, their record will be displayed. The first thing to make note of is the icon at the far right of the row, at the top of the record. Normally there will be a credit card icon in this position. However, it is possible that a padlock icon may appear. We will cover this possibility later. If there is no icon at all, then it means the member in question, the one displayed, has already paid their fee. If they query this, ask them to see Linda, Elaine, or Alan to clarify. We take this opportunity to make sure that our records are up to date. If there are any changes to be made, we will show how to do this, on the next screen. First, check their physical home address. Then, check their email address is correct. Also, check that their phone number is still current. And finally, we do like members to have an emergency contact name and number. If there isn't one, then offer to input one for them. If any changes, or additions, are required, then click on the pen and paper icon at top left, marked Update Record. If you click that icon, then the screen changes to one with input fields to change or update the detail. Change or enter as required. If you do make any changes or additions, then remember to scroll to the bottom of the page, and click the OK button. If you don't do this, then any changes made will not be registered. If you have made any changes, then when you click the OK button, you will return to the member record. Any changes you have made should be visible on screen. In most cases there will be a credit card icon. However, as mentioned previously, there is the possibility that a padlock icon may appear. If this happens, simply click the padlock. This should unlock the member's payment facility and return the credit card icon. You should now click that credit card icon. If there are problems with the padlock icon, then call Alan, and he will sort out the problem. Initially, you should check the member's gift aid status. Ask them if they qualify for gift aid. Qualification requires that they pay income tax on their income. If they do, then the U3A can claim a free gift from the taxman. It costs them nothing, and how often does the taxman actually give money away? If they are happy for the U3A to claim gift aid, then place a tick in the small field shown here. At this point, we start dealing with the member's finance data, so please keep the conversation confidential. A little further down the same page are the input fields for the member's credit or debit card details. In the first field, input the long 16-digit number from their card. As you input the number, an icon appears on the left, to confirm the type of card being used. In the next field, input the expiry date shown on the card. In the final field, input the 3-digit CVC number from the card. On slightly older cards, this tends to be on the back, but on newer cards, it is often found on the front. Double-check the details you have entered, and then click on the Submit Payment button. That's it. The transaction is complete. Remember that, even if a renewing member has a link to another member for payments, they have to renew individually, when doing their renewal at Activities Day. So a second transaction may be needed for the second party if that is the case. Inform the member that if they have an email address registered with us, then they will have received an email confirming the payment. If they can't find the email in their inbox, then they should check their spam or junk folders. You will be returned to the member's record, and you will notice that the credit card icon has disappeared. You will need to refresh the record by clicking the Home button on the horizontal toolbar, and then research via Member View. You will then see that their record shows as renewed for 2024 to 2025, with the day's date shown. That's it. All done. You can now move on to the next member. Don't forget, you are not alone on the day. Linda, Louis, Elaine and Alan are all there to help out if problems are encountered. Again, thank you very much for volunteering. See you on the day.